Welcome to the Fox Hunt guide for the latest DLC course, MYST. Being such an acclaimed puzzle game, you'd expect the Fox Hunt to be extra special, and you're not wrong. Even if you're here for a couple of clues, be sure to return to watch the whole video, as there's a good chance you'll miss a key detail of this hunt. As ever, please like this video if you find it helpful, leave a comment down below, but try to avoid spoilers if you can, and subscribe to the channel for future content. Anyway, let's start light-footing our way around MYST Island with clue number 1. You awake after touching the mysterious book on the wooden dock of a foggy, forested isle. Several classical structures beckon you up the hill and in from the misty night. Perhaps in the library you can find another book back to where you came from. So our first clue is directing us towards the library, which is hole 17. And as you make your way inside, we can see another of these pages. Welcome to MYST Island Minigolf. You might have heard of my brothers Sirrus and Achenar. Well, I am called Larry, and my father lets me run things after those two mucked things up. Would you like a tour of the new features? Meet up in the cave by the gears. So we have the gears over here at hole 3, and hole 4 is the cave. So as we make our way in and turn left, there is the next page. I had to blow a couple holes through a mountain or two to make space for the greens. Come check out the new selenitic elevator on the lower part of the island. So this elevator takes you from hole 11 up to hole 12, and when we teleport there, by the entrance on the left-hand side is the next page. Cool, huh? Hey, as long as you're here, would you mind a few teeny tiny chores? I don't normally let people go up there for insurance reasons, but the roof of the red brick shed could use a patch-up. So this red brick shed is right next to us, and if you want, you can teleport or fly if you're comfortable, but if you want to go from the giant view, you can teleport to the roof from there. And there is our next page. Who are you? I am called Sirrus, and I have been wrongly imprisoned in the Red Book. Whoever you are, don't listen to my brothers Achenar or Larry. Bring me more red pages. There should be one on my great-grandmother's headstone. Only red pages. So the text is now red in colour, and we are told to look for a great-grandmother's headstone. This one you may have seen already towards the end of hole 6, so as you make your way down the hill, on the right-hand side is the headstone, and there's the next page. Hey, what are you doing with that red page? Those things are super dangerous. My dad imprisoned my two jerk brothers in the library books. The last thing I want is them getting out. Take it to the fireplace and burn it. So we're starting to build a picture of a couple of different characters in this fox hunt, indicated by the colour of the writing. The fireplace mentioned is inside the library on hole 17, so as you make your way in, turn right, and there is the next page. Hey, hello, who's there? I am Achenar. I need blue pages. I am trapped in the blue book. Don't listen to Sirrus, don't listen to Larry, bring me blue pages. Look in the room under the big tree. So a third character now, denoted by the blue writing, and the big tree mentioned, you must have seen, it's one of the iconic features of MYST Island, is over by hole 7. Once you get there, pop into the lift and let it take you down to this underground room, and over by this light is the next page. Father would be appalled at the state of the island. Only I have the knowledge to restore the age. The island has 8 marker switches, triangular boxes with circuit breakers. Turn them all to the up position, then go to the one on the dock. So you may have noticed these interactive features on the island. So ignoring the dock one for the moment, let's start over by hole number 3. And to activate these, when you point your club towards them, you'll see the laser turns the object blue. That means you can interact with it. When it's blue, pull the trigger and that will flip the switch. So now we're looking for 7 more. The next one is by hole number 5. After that, continue to do them in order. We can go to hole number 8. Following that, hole number 9 over by the clock tower, we have the 4th one. The 5th is next to hole number 10. The 6th we'll find in the gardens of hole number 13. The 7th is all the way over by the rocket on hole number 15. And then, as the instruction says, go to the dock. We have the final one there by hole number 1. Thank you. Another blue page for me. And now we have a picture clue. So we can see the rocket there, which is of course an iconic feature of hole number 15. And we have these 3 circles and then some shapes to match up. So let's start by heading over to hole number 15. When you get there, you have the rocket and the 3 circles. And the one that we're looking for is the middle one. So if we make our way down towards where the flag is on this hole, and we look over towards this corner. So matching up the shapes, we can see the 5 brick pattern on the left hand side, the 2 bricks that side, and the 1 with the arrow pointing to it. That opens the door, and next to the MYST book is the next page. Please stop picking up pages. My brothers are super creepy and they talk weird. Lock those pages up in the log cabin safe while I figure out what to do. So if you found all the lost balls, or you've just been curious as you've made your way around this course, you'll know the log cabin safe is over by hole number 8. Make your way inside, open the safe, and there is the next page. Good, now climb to the top of the planetarium for my final page. I want to breathe free air and rid MYST Island of Larry once and for all. So clearly these 2 brothers are not very keen on Larry. But let's follow the clue and head to the top of the planetarium at hole number 5. You can teleport to the roof, and there is the next page. One more, I need one more blue page. By the big X and the big O, Larry is in so much trouble. So the big X and the O are over by hole number 3. You can see the X there and the O, which is the gear. And when you head down there into the gap between the 2, you will see 3 pages, a red, a blue, and the white page. What are you doing? I told you those pages were dangerous. I'm going to ask my father for help. Whatever you do, don't pick up the books in the library. So the clue is taking us to the library, but the instruction is not to pick up the books. So let's head over there, which is of course hole number 17, and make our way inside. So at this point I'm going to stop and say that you should take this chance to find the next clue yourself, as there are only a limited number of places to look in this room, but please return afterwards as there's something unique at play here. Spoiler alert to those that don't want to know what happens next, I'm about to explain it. There are 3 choices you could have made here based on the clues so far, and please let me know in the comments which path you took first. If, throughout these clues, you've sided with Sirrus, the slightly snotty, aristocratic younger brother, you'll have gone straight to free him from the red trap book. Sirrus emerges from the book and stands in front of you, appearing to savour his newfound freedom. A shiver shoots down your spine as he produces something from behind his back, an intricately carved putter. You admire its construction but can't help wondering if it was worth the cost. And your reward would be this decadent new wooden putter with its labyrinth-style orb and intricate carvings. Or perhaps you sided with the mischievous, giggly Achenar, the older brother with a taste for torture, and freed him from the blue trap book. Achenar materializes in front of you, chuckling gleefully as he hands you his personal putter before vanishing into the night. As his unnerving laughter fades, you wonder what he has in store for Larry, but at least it's a very nice putter. And your reward for taking this path would be this menacingly spiked weapon of a putter, which is probably my favourite of the designs. Or finally, perhaps you obediently follow the instructions of Larry not to pick up the books in the library, and instead, eventually turn to the fireplace, in which case your fox hunt continues. And it continues with this picture clue. So, if you make your way into the fireplace and turn back on yourself, you'll see that this grid matches up with a grid on the inside of the fireplace. So your task here is to match the pattern with that on the clue. And doing so unveils the next page. Lawrence, is that you? No. Where is my favourite son, Larry? My name is Achenar, and I wish to return to MYST Island. I want to see what has become of my creation. I'll need your help to restore my linking book. Search the tower elevator for my missing page. So the clues are now written by Achenar, the father of these brothers. And if we head to hole number 18 and make our way down the stairs, we reach the entrance for the elevator. And if you time it right, as the elevator comes up, you will see the next page on top of it. When I chose Larry to take care of MYST Island, I trusted him, but my other sons were jealous. You haven't given them any pages, have you? Good. My linking book had to be out of the way, where none of my sons would think to search. Look up at the night sky. Light up the constellations you see there in the garden switch boxes. This will reveal the location of my linking book. If you're like me, you've probably already seen these switches in the garden and had a play with them, but now we need to match a certain pattern. Following the instruction on the clue, we need to look up at the night sky and we see the shapes. They are the beetle shape, the snake, and finally, the leaf. So find the corresponding switch boxes and light those shapes up. It doesn't matter which order you do them in, as long as it's those three that are illuminated. And when you hit this final switch, you'll notice the boat right next to you lifts up inside the water feature. That is an indication that the main boat is also lifting up out of the water, which is a spectacular animation and a nod to the original MYST game. So once it's up and in place, go aboard the ship and turn to the right, and on the stairs there is the linking book. Thank you, my friends. You have done me a great service by bringing me here. Please accept my handcrafted dunny putter as a gift. Now, where is my favourite son, Larry? I find it absolutely enchanting what he has done with the island. So here you have the third and final putter that you can unlock on MYST Island. For those in Australia, especially the Gulf, I'm sure you've enjoyed a dunny putter. As is tradition, let's give this one a try with hole number 4. So with that completely unedited hole-in-one, we can see this putter works just fine. Now, whichever path you took in the library, you'll be pleased to know that you can redo the fox hunt and pick another option, allowing you to unlock all 3 new putters. Simply return to the main menu shack and re-enter the course to restart the fox hunt. Thank you again for watching. Please do leave me a like if you found this video helpful. Drop me a comment, but please try to avoid spoilers and be sure to subscribe to the channel for future content. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you out on the course.